Hello and welcome to Grossly Competent, the learning, development, and adulting podcast that does not claim to be pretty. No, but will happily pretend to be slightly competent. I am your host, Steve Counsel. I'm joined by my co-host, a man rich in looks that could quite literally kill, Mr. Patrick Ayleshire.
Well, thank you, Stephen, as always.
I felt really good about that one. I was like,
it's like you're back. You have returned with the good quips. But it does sound like in this production, you'll be playing the part of Grossly, and I'll be playing Competent.
As always, right you are, Mr. Patrick. Folks, we've got something really exciting to get to this week. But, Listenerland, we must know, Mr. Patrick, who is our sponsor of the week?
I'm pretty pumped about this one because it resonates so much. This episode is brought to you by Social Battery Miscalculation. You said yes to plans you shouldn't have. Social Battery Miscalculation. Now you're here, and it's too late.
Yes, that does resonate. Thanks, big social battery miscalculation. And thank you so very much for giving us all that opportunity to regret the decision that we made to come in the first place. Like, what a treat. What a treat. That's wonderful. I sympathize, man. I'm with you. How many times has that been where you make a plan like a month in advance and then it's, let's say for like a Saturday, and then it's Thursday, and then it's Friday, and you're like, oh, you know what would be really cool is if I didn't do that. That would be so neat. But then you feel guilty. I don't know.
Or it's the verbal commitment over texting with someone else, and then you're waiting to see if that other person's going to confirm like a day or two out. Like, hey, we're still meeting up, and you're kind of like, I hope they don't text.
Oh, I have really pushed myself because like in the past, there's times that I've been like, I know I'm not doing it, but I will actually push myself like, no, I made a commitment. It's important that I hold to that. And then I end up having fun anyway. Like, of course, fine. So be it. Or as my wife and I like to do, we dip. We do the dip, as we say it, where we will say bye to whoever is near us and then just slowly kind of exit like the Homer Simpson meme where he like slips into the bushes. Yeah, we just kind of disappear. That's exactly the way it should be. All right, enough of my banter. Enough of it. Folks, Patrick and I have a special treat for all of you out in Listenerland. We have heard your cries. We've heard them, and we are returning with answers because today we are fortunate enough to be graced with the presence of a true talent in the industry.
Boasting a career that started in the late 2000s, our guest has witnessed a great deal of change in the professional landscape. Armed with this experience and her unyielding capability to see the good in others, she uses the gifts given to her to help others see their true potential by embracing the heart and human side of professionalism and sharing that on her podcast for all to listen.
And when she isn't slaying the foundation of how people view HR and leadership, you can find... She's laughing. You can find her enjoying good food, her faith, and creatively working to make a difference in the lives of families and children in Central Florida. Although this intro is full of buzzwords, she is not. So please welcome to the program the magnificent, delightful, and always classy Sarah Valentine.
Thank you. That was an incredible introduction. I hope I live up to it.
I think you will. You're being... See, the classiness just oozes. It's not fair. It's not fair. No, we are so happy to have you on the show. Sincerely. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
I'm deeply honored. I was so excited when you reached out. So thank you so much for having me.
I'd like to know a little bit about how that all happened. How Steve reached out to you and like, ooh, this guy. I mean, did you see his picture first, or was it?
I did. I was the one not on video. We were on a webinar together, an executive webinar. It's like a monthly webinar thing, and he and I were chit-chatting in the chat, and we had our opinions.
I specifically remember, Sarah, that in the chat you put like your LinkedIn link. I don't know, whatever. And then you also said, by the way, I have a podcast for anyone that wants to listen. And I responded to that and said, but only if you listen to mine too.
To mine, yes.
And yep. The thing is, though, you lost in that arrangement because
I don't think so. You guys are pretty funny in the morning when I'm driving into work and haven't had coffee. I'm like, oh, okay, this is funny.
So you can't think straight. You're not thinking straight. You don't have the coffee to fuel your critical thinking skills. So that's when we pounce. That's when we do that.
You do well. You bring it to the people. Like leadership and development, you bring it to the people.
Wow!
I liked it. Yeah.
Well, you are too wonderful.
You guys did a great job. It's very funny.
And a side note: Sarah has been paid by the compliment, so we appreciate it.
No payment. I mean it.
Yep. We just need to get your Venmo at the end of this so we can make sure we're squaring you away with all the sponsorship cash, right? Because
exactly.
social battery miscalculation is really giving us a due. Yeah. I mean, and basically, isn't that the point of podcasting? Is to just start rolling in cash,
the fortune. Being recognized on the street.
Without a doubt.
I don't know if Sarah's aware, though, that we do things differently here. We actually have to pay our sponsors.
Yeah.
So
that's
fine.
I'm paying my sponsor, too, which is my husband's bank account, so it's fine. I get it.
What a nice sponsor, though. Like, you have that direct link. How cool is that?
Of course.
He's very generous. Very supportive in all my endeavors.
I love it. Well, Patrick, I believe you are starting us off here, good sir.
Let's do it. So, Sarah, I'm gonna throw you a softball to start here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, whether that's personally, professionally, a little of both? Up to you.
Sure. So I like to believe I'm the same in person, at home, and at work because I can't help myself.
Right.
Been in HR for 18 plus years, and I'm currently at the most wonderful place in the world at Give Kids the World in Kissimmee.
Nice.
I am one of those lucky people that actually love going to work and love what they do because I've been called to do it. I truly believe that. And what started as me as a single mom just trying to earn a living for my kids turned into a fantastic career. I've been very blessed to meet incredible people, and I hope I have impact, a good impact on folks that are just trying to live their lives day to day, getting through the day, taking care of their families. And that's what I'm here for. That's what I do.
What an awesome answer. Like, I don't know. I guess
what I got,
that just,
Steve.
Well, it resonates with me. Like, you hear that all the time, or you hear it frequently, I should say, where someone's like, you're never working a day in your life if you love what you do, that kind of thing. And I think a lot of us kind of say it tongue in cheek, like, oh, you live in the dream and whatnot. But just from what you say right there, and from the little bit, we're going to get into it because I want to talk about like Give Kids the World. Like, I want to have those conversations, but I genuinely believe you when you say like, I love what I do. Like, and it's,
I didn't say I didn't have days where, you drink the bottle of wine to go in the next day. It happens.
Like an adult.
I love HR. And I love what I do.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I'm lucky. I'm very, very blessed.
That's so cool. That's so cool. I think you've actually, I don't know if you did say something or mention any of these things. I'm trying to recall back now, but like, what are your hobbies? What does Sarah like to do when Sarah isn't doing her favorite thing in the world, and that is working in HR?
So this was actually the hardest one of your questions for me to answer.
Oh, whoa! We wouldn't script anything for this show now. Come on. Whoa.
No. It was like when I was thinking about what I wanted to tell about myself, and I always struggle with this question. I actually married someone who's a hobbies king. Like he does so many things, and he's all about doing things. And I never really had anything because I was a single mom, just trying to get through the day and trying to build my career. But what I do love doing now that I've had time to reflect, I love a good restaurant. I love a good meal and just talking to people. I love to read. Like I probably blow through 80 to 100 books a year. Like I love to read.
Amazing.
I love to read.
That's awesome.
And I love spending time with my family. They are my core. They're the reason I am here, outside of, my job. And then just spending time with God. And that sounds really cheesy, but that's what I love. And I love to write. I spend a lot of time writing for the podcast. I'm still like 2 years into this book I'm writing. It's going great. But
amazing.
Oh, no
that's what I like to
way.
do.
Can we eventually, would you want to give us a little sneak peek or an idea of what it is that you're writing about?
Sure.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
For you.
That sounds great.
For you guys, of course.
Listen to this. Listeners out there. This is hard-hitting journalism. My professors at college would be so proud. Like, who are you again? Oh, you were that guy. That's right. Yeah. They can't all be singers. That's awesome.
And of course,
awesome.
I love a good glass of wine.
And what are we featuring right now?
I have no idea. My husband poured me a glass. So
okay. If I was him. Hey, that is good. You should trust him. So you're having some nice white wine. I am rocking a delicious water. Patrick, what are you featuring right now?
I have a bottled water as well.
Whoa,
so,
bottled!
Crazy.
Whoa, bottled!
Well,
wow,
it's not bottled. It's my Nalgene.
Oh, I thought maybe
this may be the wine because I need it because I'm detoxing from Brazil the last 7 days with a bunch of executives. So maybe, I need it to wean it off before I go to work tomorrow.
No, cat's out of the bag. So you mentioned this off the air, this trip to Brazil, and then you come back and you're like, you know what I want to do? I want to go on to a podcast with two chuckles from Wisconsin. That's what I would like to do. Tell us, if you don't mind, would you walk us through what was this whole Brazil trip?
Amazing. So I'm in the middle of completing my MBA through Crummer Rollins in Winter Park, Florida. Okay. And part of their coursework is an global immersion program. I got to go to Sao Paulo, Brazil. Oh, cool. It is incredible.
Wow.
Huge city. Huge, bigger than New York. It's crazy huge. But I went with 14 other members of my cohort, and we had a good time in Brazil during the nighttime. And then during the daytime, we learned lessons, and we got to tour these amazing companies, including Unilever, Natura, and I'm going to butcher this name. It's the airplane maker Embraer. Embraer. They make planes. They're number 3 in the world. So I got to see how airplanes were made. That was super cool. And then the last one we went to was a chocolate factory. And
that sounds awesome.
It was an incredible experience.
That's so awesome.
And, 7 days.
Wow.
So, it was incredible. I was very blessed to go. And it was the first time I've ever been out of the country. So
that was
doubly special for me. Yeah.
Well, I will not be going that far south. I am going to be getting on an airplane in a few days to head to Aruba.
Ooh, nice.
So, yes, I'm looking forward to some not Wisconsin weather.
Is it
cold up there? Yeah.
Is it bad if every time you've said that to me, Patrick, but like you're going to go to Aruba, that I instantly want to start breaking out into the Beach Boys? Like,
Oh my,
yes.
me too. Aruba.
Right?
Me too.
How do you not? Like, how do you not do that? That's
If you're not an 80s or 90s child, probably not.
Yeah,
Or
that's
70s,
very
right?
good point.
They don't know.
Yeah.
Gen Z doesn't know.
Like, come on.
No offense, Gen Z, you're wonderful.
Kokomo,
You're
it's
wonderful.
a classic.
I like how you're covering your tracks too, Sarah. Like, no, seriously, you're like the best ever.
Gen Z
You're
is
the
great.
greatest. They are. Gen Z is wonderful.
They are. I have 3 of them that belong to me, so I have to claim them. They are great.
Yeah. Well, good. All right, Patrick, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Yeah, no, of course. Well, Sarah, it sounds like you have an incredible background, but as a current, talking with a couple current HR peeps, what led you to yourself get into human resources?
Divine intervention, number 1.
It wasn't the fame and the fortune? It
No.
wasn't. No.
HR is the loneliest job in a company. You can't have friends.
Yeah.
You don't get to go to happy hour, because the minute you go to happy hour and somebody gets promoted, there's favoritism. So it quite literally is very lonely. Your peers could be fired any day. You could be, it's hard. It's a hard job. But I actually fell into a job at the District of Columbia Bar when I was in DC, totally not qualified. My boss hired me. And she said, I'll teach you whatever you want to know. And I said, I want to know everything, because I'm going to be a VP before 40. And she taught me everything. And I fell in love with HR. I fell in love with helping people, hiring people, getting people jobs and seeing the impact on their lives. I've had the pleasure of helping people get the job, and that's been very rewarding. And then if someone's been in trouble or not succeeding, I've had the pleasure of helping them turn it around and become the best performing employee ever. So that too has had great times. I've also had to terminate people, and it turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to them. And not many HR people can say that.
No.
So I feel HR, God gave me HR, and my career has taken crazy twists and turns to get me where I am today. Because there are tons more people in this profession that are way more qualified than me. I can tell you that. There are brilliant people out there, just brilliant people. And I am probably the most unconventional HR person people meet. Because I'm a person first. I like to tell people there's an H before the R.
Yeah.
I'm a human.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Right? I've been married, been divorced, had kids, been single with kids, like been in the checkout line and the debit card doesn't work. Like, I have been a human being.
Yes.
And I think people need that at work. They need a safe space to go to. And I think a lot of people think HR is the devil. or the people that are like coming in with the clipboard. That's not what that should be. And that's kind of how I try really hard to lead my career by that. Like, be that place people can land.
Hey, Uggos. Patrick and I constantly talk about our own mishaps and pains and really just about anything about our adulting lives and workplace. But we'd love to hear your questions for us. So what have you always wanted to ask Patrick and I, but just haven't done yet?
To do this, we'll need you to reach out to us. And you can do so by going to our Instagram @grosslycompetent, or send us an email, grosslycompetent@gmail.com. We'll pick through and read off our favorites in an upcoming episode. I love that insight. I think it's really impactful and important. I mean, coming from, at least from my perspective, I'm in learning and development, but we are part of human resources. So
100%
Well, and I've shared this on the podcast before, and I've said this to a coworker once who was in employee relations, and I was telling her a story how I would tell the audience sometimes, participants on a training, like, okay, I know you realize I'm from HR, but L&D is like the least HR of HR. And I told someone in employee relations that, and
We're the fun HR.
She said, don't stop saying that. You're making the rest of us look really bad. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's a good point.
It is what it is. And if you're really good at L&D, you get complaints live in action that you're like working through during the training.
Oh yeah.
So
and depending on how comfortable your audience is, sometimes those grievances are just like, okay, you got me, hold my beer. This is we're having this conversation right now. Like, good.
Yes.
I'm
and
gonna
often you all have no idea what the backstory or the context is. You just know they put you in the fire and you're like, okay.
It's like,
Here
I'm
we go.
I'm gonna get beat up in front of an audience. This is fun. Oh, so what a treat.
Yeah. Facilitation is fantastic.
Because I know Patrick is dying to ask his follow-up, but sorry, I have to say this. I am with Patrick in that I love your approach. And that's, I think you and I've kind of had this little chat in our little LinkedIn chats and whatnot, is I really appreciate that genuine nature. And any of our listeners that have listened to more than a episode, or maybe if this is your first one, well, you're going to get a little treat. And that is, there is a recurring theme I feel like we hit on in this series, and that is authenticity. Just being genuine, being who you are up front, and having some fun with that if you can. And that's the whole intent of this podcast, right? Just grossly competent. We're making fun of something that happened to us 20 some years ago, and we've just never let the joke go. But we're just being authentic about it. We're just having fun at the expense of nobody but ourselves. And I like that. I shouldn't say I like it. I love your approach to it being like, I'm a human being. I've been in your spot. I've been in those very tough situations. And your comment of HR being the devil, I think really is something that a lot of people still to this day think. My sister thinks that. Like when I'm told, like, now I report to HR, she's like, that must be the worst. I'm like, it's whatever. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. And as I say, like Patrick does, I'm the least HR of the HRians. Like, I don't know what to say, but that's my long, convoluted way to say, I know I certainly appreciate your approach, and I bet there are hundreds of others that do the same. So just that's my compliment to you.
Well, I appreciate it. I do try, and I always try to, and this is because of my first boss, Cynthia Howell. She always told me, you gotta treat them like a human being. Doesn't matter what they've done.
Right.
And if I was in that situation, how would I want to be treated?
Yeah.
Like a human being, even if I messed up.
No, correct me if I'm wrong. Cynthia, you interviewed her really early for your podcast.
I did.
She's like your second or third episode.
She is, because she is my foundation, 100%.
Yeah, that was a really fascinating listen. That was a really cool one.
She gave me so many opportunities to fail.
That's great.
And again and again. Yeah. And it's so funny because I have someone on my team now that I'm like, oh, I see you, God. You're giving me things. Okay. They're fabulous, but I'm like, I'm seeing what Cynthia must have gone through with me. And I'm like, I get it now. Wow. Wow. She really did so many good things for me. Because I'm not a natural HR person. I'm not robotic. I'm not super polished in front of people. I am who I am. And it's taken me decades to be okay with that. Because I'm not going to be a stuffy HR. This is the report we have this weekend. That's not how you do. That's the policy. No. These are human beings. And quite frankly, when I've been at the executive level board, they either like it or they hate it. And I'm here for it. So this is who I am.
Yeah.
And I believe human resources needs to be more human.
Yes.
Right.
There was
100%.
I have a friend of mine that I worked with for years, and he told me a story. I'm going to butcher it. Carl, if you're listening, which you might be, I'm sorry, but I'm butchering your story. He told me that he was talking to, at the time, it was the CFO of this organization who for some reason oversaw HR, and his work. He's
It happens.
This CFO, because it was a smaller company, this CFO said to the group, like, and I guess HR is here too. I have neither found them human nor resourceful. I'm like, oh my God. Every time I tell this specific friend of mine, I'm like, oh yeah, I work with HR. And he's like, I have not found them human nor, he says it tongue in cheek, knowing.
Yes.
But
yes.
I hate to say it. I think that type of mentality is probably more pervasive than we would like to admit.
100%.
So I think you having that wherewithal and just be like, no, we need to be more human about it. What a breath of fresh air. That is awesome.
It was really interesting when my new hire came on board. She did this tour and she comes in and she's like, yeah, people are really afraid of you. I was like, because they don't see Sarah. They see the VP of HR, right? That it's always going to be that way. And as we go through her journey, she's like, but you're so cool. I was like, I know, right?
So you're not terrifying at all.
Right. But that's just, the title, and HR is it's fearful for people. And people are afraid of it. And I get why. Yeah. I get it. But I'm trying to hopefully change that.
That's awesome.
One person at a time.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think that's the best approach to take. So I've got the next question, and this is going to be kind of a two-parter, so bear with me while I fumble through my question here. Could you take a moment and tell us about Give Kids the World Village? It sounds like an incredible charity and a life-changing organization. So a couple parts to that. How did you get involved? And what are future goals and plans that people in our listener land can assist with?
Oh, yes. I love talking about the village. So Give Kids the World is an extraordinary place. It's an 89-acre resort where we fulfill wishes for critically ill children and their families. So we work with wish granting organizations. The most famous is probably Make-A-Wish. And we fulfill the wishes. We're a dedicated partner to the wish granting organizations. Some of these children come in and they don't have time. We get rush wishes. Wow. We also get the other half of the wishes that they're through chemo, they made it through, and they're finally together as a family. We give 6 nights, 7 days on our resort. We are a theme park, hotel, and nonprofit all rolled into one. We have extraordinary partners like Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, Davidson Hotels, Hasbro, and many Perkins, and many more. Many more. And we are 40 years old. Our founder, Henry Landworth, was a Holocaust survivor. Came to America with $20 in his pocket, got into hotels, moved to Florida, became the manager of the Starlight Hotel, and became friends with the astronauts, like John Glenn. Like, kid you not. They flew a flag up into space and all of that. Yeah, all the things. So he would give hotel rooms to children. And one day a little girl named Amy ran out of time. And Henry was like, that's not going to ever happen again. I have plenty of hotel rooms. And so he got these amazing people like Walter Cronkite, people like the Walt Disney president at the time, Holiday Inn, and they all came together and built this village out of nothing without a single contract being signed. And so since then, since 1986, we've had over 200,000 children come in.
Wow.
200,000 children. And this place, I tell people, you can go online and look at the pictures. Until you step foot on the property, you don't get it. It's amazing. It is. I could have the worst day, but if I go into our castle where we have all the stars on the ceilings of all the children, and you see that impact. I work for an incredible CEO, Caroline Schumacher. The team is just extraordinary. And And I truly believe the village as God, like hovering over it all the time, because there are too many coincidences. We call it serendipity. One
Sure.
of which I believe is why I'm at the village. I started my career at the bar in DC, then moved into La Tienda, which is a global corporation,
Mm-hmm.
then got to Colonial Williamsburg, which is a nonprofit museum, hotels, and restaurants with a union
Yeah.
environment, high union, which led me to Busch Gardens, which led me to SeaWorld. Found out I hate
Wow.
private equity. I am not in it to win it for the shareholders, okay? It's not, don't hire me for that. And then this
Sure.
position came open and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing." And I always wondered why God was like, "Hey, Sarah, here's a nonprofit. Here's a theme park. Here's a hotel." This is why, because it's all here.
All
It's
in
all here.
one.
And it's so funny. My biological father died when I was 9, and I never got to know his family until about 2019. I met my aunt, Bev, and my cousin Johnny. And so we moved to Florida for SeaWorld. I get this interview and I get the job. My first day on the job at Give Kids the World, I see this picture, and it's an iconic picture for Give Kids the World. It's on our website. And there's this
Yeah.
little boy. And I stare at this picture. I'm like, I'd never forget a face. I'm terrible with names, but I never forget a face. I'm like, I know this dude. I know this guy. And it just stuck. A couple days later, my aunt Bev reaches out to me and she's like, "Sarah, are you at Give Kids the World?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's this amazing place." And she's like, "Yeah, your cousin Johnny was a wish child. And he and Henry were like best friends, the founder." And I'm like,
Whoa.
"Oh my gosh, that's the picture."
What?
And she goes, "Yeah, and I was the executive housekeeper for 10 years there."
Jeez.
That is the
How
stuff that
wild.
happens at the village. So when I tell people my career was given to me by God, I am not kidding. Like every job, I was not the
Wow.
most qualified, and here I am. And like the village is just an extraordinary place. One of the first wish children I met, his name is Zach Doyle, 8 years old. Oh gosh, went through so many things. He was a rush wish. I got to meet his
Oh.
family, and I'm from Virginia, and I got to go to a conference. I drove to their house and gave him an offer letter to come back to the village as the mayor Clayton, and he passed. We lost Zach,
Hmm.
December 15th, and I was in his eulogy by his dad,
Oh
and
my.
that impact.
Yeah.
Like you can't recreate that. And so I take my job very, very seriously of helping the employees at the village because they do extraordinary things every day. They have an
Wow.
we don't say no concept,
Yeah.
and our guest service rating is like 99.5. Like, what? That doesn't exist. And so
Yeah.
Wow.
I take my job very seriously, and being the one to help these storytellers, that's what we call our employees, storytellers, because they tell the
Yeah.
stories of the families,
Sure.
and just be there for them. You know, we lose children sometimes on property, and we have to help those families through it. I don't personally, but the managers on duty and
Yeah.
like our employees fulfill these wishes, and it's just an incredible experience and a privilege. So that is Give Kids World. We are celebrating our 40th year. You can go to our website, donate. You can come down and volunteer. We have 200 volunteers a day, like a
Wow.
day.
Oh, awesome.
Like
Mm-hmm.
we could use your help. So
And it's located in Kissimmee, right? Kissimmee,
mhm.
Florida. Okay.
Yes,
So any
yes,
listeners out there, if you're in the area, you know where to go. And Sarah,
Yeah.
we'll put information in the show notes
yeah.
too.
And if you're
Um,
having a vacation and you want to take a day to volunteer, you can do that too.
you can
We'll
also do
take you.
that. No,
We can
that
serve
is.
ice cream. Kids get to eat ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the village.
Oh, that's incredible.
Oh, are
Yeah.
you trying to get me to take my kids? Is that like?
I am totally trying to do that.
My God.
Yeah.
You know, I have to, when you were telling this story, because it is truly remarkable, and giving your background and everything else, all I'm thinking in my head is how much better you are just as a human being than I am. Like, man, That is fantastic. And I'm not saying that like I'm saying
I gotta
it
tell
to
you,
jokingly be
I am not
self-deprecating, but
the good one on property.
oh, that's
No.
incredible.
There are so many other people that just make these incredible things happen. Like we had a little boy, his name was Luke, and he liked to
Okay.
climb stairs. And this staff member was like, "Okay, Luke, climbing the stairs." It was a
Yeah.
little odd, but he was saying he wanted to fight Darth Vader, and Disney had
Nice.
got him to meet Darth Vader and
No.
all of that, but he didn't get to fight him. So this employee, this storyteller, made all of these calls and had Darth Vader come to the village and fight Luke on stage.
Yes.
Like,
Did he?
do you get to do that in your day? Because I don't, like, that's an awesome
no.
day of work. And this storyteller
No.
just did it. She just did it.
Oh my God.
And it
that's
made
so
that child,
awesome.
like, it was a thing. Yeah. And
I
that
mean,
kind of
that
thing
is-
happens all the time at the village.
That-
all the time.
I will definitely add to what Steve said. Yeah, you are definitely better than Steve. You know?
Which might I add, not a high bar, but still, no, Sarah, please take the compliment as it is, because it is,
I appreciate
and
it.
I would be impressed if our listeners don't walk away from this thinking the exact same thing. Like, wow, what can I do to start like hitting up on that kind of the ladder rungs of what you are accomplishing? Because that's amazing. What an amazing thing. I am a firm believer that you have to be open for opportunity in order for opportunity to be open to you. And it sounds
100% I agree.
like that sounds like what has driven you to give kids the world. Like I like the way you kind of piece that all together. Like, why was I a part of this industry? Oh,
yeah. And I never understood it.
Yeah,
and I was
that's so
always
cool.
yearning for something else with each job. Like I was like, it's not quite there yet. It's not quite there. Wow. And now I'm like, oh, I'm here. Oh, this is great. Yeah. Oh, this is amazing.
That's so cool.
And we have stuff. Like every company has stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
But you go down and you see the stars and you see the families and you're like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back. Stop complaining.
It puts things in perspective, I'm sure.
It
Even
really
more so
does.
than maybe.
And yeah, it resonated with me for sure when I interviewed. I almost lost 2 of my children. I almost lost my son when he was 18, and then I almost lost my daughter when she was 15. And I would never want any parent to go through that, and these parents do. And just to be a part of the mission of keeping the employees happy and healthy so that they can fulfill these wishes for these families. I take that personally, and I just want to do a good job about it.
Yeah. Well, and I think, isn't that really the whole crux of HR? And I'll throw in learning and development too, I guess, because otherwise we're going to feel left out. But the whole idea of HR is that you're empowering other people to be the most successful version of themselves. And although you said yourself, like, no, am I the one that's like on the front lines doing these things? No, but I think having somebody like you in the background that they know is a support mechanism that can help them do the job they need to do is what makes things work so eloquently at Give Kids the World.
Yes.
Like, I mean,
and the L&D part is so vital. So after COVID, so many companies lost people, right?
Oh,
they didn't come back. They didn't come back. They said, you know what? You're not going to help me through a global pandemic without healthcare. I'm gone. Right? Valid points. All of them.
Totally agree.
We have a lot of young leaders at the village. They've been at the village, but they haven't led. And so we're at this like crux of I need to develop them. I need to give them the tools. I need to teach them so that they can be better leaders, because the weight they carry is tremendous and they stumble. And so that L&D is vital. And anytime I see a company cut L&D or training, maybe that's what I should have said for what drives me nuts, because that drives me nuts. Because things spin out of control because people aren't given the tools to do their jobs, and L&D provides that. It's so important.
It's this weird cycle, right? Like, oh, well, it's the arts programs of high schools and elementary schools. Let's give the football team more money, like that kind of thing.
Before the horse, you gotta have the horse first, guys.
The studies show that whoever kids that get involved in music show this amount of potential.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But you know what? The football field needs some new turf.
Yes. Yeah.
It's really crazy.
Here's half a box of crayons. Go at it. Yeah. Well, I think you touched on it, and I think this is a great segue for us to get into this, because you were talking about leadership development. Now, you host your very own podcast, and that all deals with heart leadership. And I was hoping you would. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do. You know what? So, listeners out there, since this is an audio format, for your own protection, you couldn't see that we were using our hands to make the heart thing. My daughter just did something. How did she do it this morning? It was this. Like, she did it like this.
That's a lot.
Oh, that's cute.
And at first,
I was like, okay, let me explain. Let me explain to our listeners what I just did. I took both of my hands, I put them as like upside down, like I'm giving you the thumbs down, and then you just connect them at the knuckles and your thumbs, and it makes like a giant, really weird looking heart. And at first I'm like, why are you giving me the thumbs down? She's like, no, Dad. That's a big heart because I love you so much.
Like, that's adorable.
Gosh, now you feel like a
adorable.
Total jerk.
I know. Well, so, it's not the first time I felt like a jerk in front of her.
I will share this then. Anytime I see people doing this, it reminds me of a student I used to have back in my teaching days, who was moderate to high functioning had autism, and he was always doing, and the child's name was Drake, and great kid, and he'd always would do this, like, to show you that he really appreciated you and loved you.
I love
but
that.
when you would annoy him, he was very quick to go.
Oh, that's awesome!
And then he would do this. He would do this.
Nice.
Like, I'm so sorry.
You know what? He's expressing himself. Good for him.
It was great.
Yes.
It was great. I loved it. Yeah.
All right. So sorry about the tangent, but Sarah, would you mind walking us through heart leadership? What is it?
Yeah.
What's it all about?
So, I think I mentioned earlier, I'm an avid reader, and after working for a lot of companies, I would read leadership books and be like, get really pumped up, you're feeling good. And then you go back and you try to implement it and it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It doesn't work. And so as my time at the Village, I just watch the storytellers and what they do to make this magic happen for the families.
Yeah.
And I'm like, gosh, they do it right. Like, they don't shy away from a child who's dying, who's hooked to oxygen, who's in a wheelchair. They listen. They have so much empathy and compassion. They acknowledge, they respond, they think, and it's in the scores. It's in the scores.
Yeah.
So as I was walking the path through this book, I just, after COVID, I hit a spot where I'm like, leaders at the top don't listen and they don't care. And as an HR person, that's really hard to be in that place.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing the turmoil on the front line and with the middle management, and you're seeing the decisions at the top, and you're screaming at the top to fix it, and they don't listen sometimes. And so that led me down this road on the book, Fixing the Foundations, which led me to, I was having conversations by the hour on how to teach leaders to just talk to their employees. The same leaders that are talking to these families and doing these amazing things. I'm like, it's the same. It's the same.
Yeah.
So the heart framework came out of that. Like, how do I have a basic conversation with a human being that I'm responsible for and hold them accountable or praise them or help them through whatever it is they're going through? And then it just coincided with my last name being Valentine. which is the best name ever. So it just evolved. It organically
Yeah.
evolved to this. And then I got invited to speak at the Sisters Leadership Conference in Portsmouth, Virginia of last year
Oh,
to share,
nice.
my story. I think it's the bonus episode in the Heart podcast. It's a speech where I just talk
Oh, you know
about,
what? I have to admit, I skipped that because I was like, no, I
yeah,
want the meat and potatoes.
yeah,
But now that I know it's okay, well, then I'll go back and
yeah.
listen to it.
It's my very first speech in front of anybody.
No
And it talks
way.
about
Okay.
what I've been through in my life
Yeah.
as a sexual abuse survivor, as a single parent, as a divorce, like, and how the village kind of pushed me to do this heart thing. Um,
Wow.
and it had such a visceral reaction from people that I was like, there's something here. And I had been thinking, I'd really been stumbling through my book. I'm still kind of there, about how do I want to pull this all together? How
Yeah.
can the leaders who read this book and take it back to their organization, how do I keep it simple and easy but
Yeah.
important? And
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, maybe podcast, but
Yeah.
it helped me. It
Yeah,
helped me break it out because you have to
Mm-hmm.
break out each episode, right? You have to write it and you have to understand like what you're presenting. And that's how it came to be. And now it's a thing.
Yes.
It's a thing. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
They're listening.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
That's how it came from the village. Just watching how those employees treat the families at the village.
Yeah.
That's where I got the idea.
that's really cool.
That's really incredible. I mean, the just observing and then being able to kind of take all of those lessons learned, the lessons
Yeah.
they've learned, the lessons that you've learned and you've experienced, and just kind of create some brand new thing to once again help people is really, that's a really powerful thing. That should
It
not be
also goes really
understated.
well with Henry Landworth's book, The Gift of Life, which I'm going to be sending to you guys, so don't you worry.
Oh my goodness.
Of course. No, of course. But
Oh,
he lived that way. Like he lived that way for
yeah.
these children. So I can say that, oh my gosh, my dogs are barking. I'm so sorry.
Oh, good.
I can say like I created the heart. The village created the heart. I just observed it and documented it.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
It's really an amazing thing that sometimes you just kind of wake up and you're like, oh, this clicks. Like this just works. And it just is a really remarkable thing. And once again, I think it's just being open to that possibility of just seeing those things, having the wherewithal to find how the pieces connect and just kind of go with it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, that is really, really cool.
It's been very rewarding so far, and I feel like I'm just getting started. My most recent interview is with Dr. Mark Hartling. Now, Dr. Mark Hartling is on CNN and MSNBC, and he was a retired lieutenant general for the Army. He is like the expert in the Ukraine war and everything, and he's also my professor. And so he just wrote a book. Yeah. He just wrote a book called If I Don't Return. It's a letter. It's a series of letters he wrote during the Kuwait War. And he's like, you have something here, Sarah. We're gonna finish this book after your EMBA. We're gonna get this done. I was like, oh, that's so exciting.
Amazing.
Yes.
I'm very excited about heart and what it could bring to organizations or anybody. It's really anybody. It's how you talk to your wife or your partner or your kids.
Yeah.
Like it's not just work.
I get are you familiar with Brené Brown?
I am.
I love Brené Brown. And
she's great.
Because I have listened to the podcast and now just having conversations with you, like I get this like Brené Brown-esque kind of piece to it where you have that.
Will take that compliment.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I love her. Like she's my spirit animal. I love her. But there's this genuine authenticity that we talked about earlier, and then you have these these complicated and complex systems that you're trying to make simple to help other people. And on top of that, the fact that other people are also going, I like what you're doing. Like, this is a really fascinating thing. It was one of the things that when you in the chat said, I have this podcast, cool. Like, you and I listened to each
So
other's,
does everybody in America.
Exactly, right?
Yes.
But I started listening to it. I'm like, you're right. There is something here. This is a really fascinating thing. Like, it makes sense.
I truly think, and I'm saying this sincerely, that your story, as far as even getting the podcast going, is really incredible. You know, if someone now were to ask, well, Steve and Patrick, how'd you get your podcast going? Well, 20 years ago, some attractive woman pushed us aside to go talk to a more attractive person. And that's about it.
I heard that episode. That was actually really funny. I was laughing. But it's good content that you have, though. It's real. And it's relatable. It's relatable.
Oh,
like,
it's
people
relatable,
can laugh
right?
and be like, oh my gosh, they lived it too. They're just not talking about it for everybody else to hear.
So how relatable is it when one of the hosts on a podcast talks about getting locked in a bathroom? Is that pretty relatable? Or looking at a solar eclipse for too long? How relatable?
The second one is very relatable for me because I did that by accident.
Awesome.
It wasn't intentional.
No.
Fantastic. It happens to the best of us, Steve.
Correctly.
You're taking the teeth out of my making fun of Patrick argument. You're killing me here.
But locked in the bathroom? It's happened a few times, but I don't think that's appropriate content for this.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Can I ask one more question, Patrick?
Yeah.
Are you cool with that?
Of course, let's do it. Yeah.
All right. This is a super softball, super duper softball, and you've kind of touched on it already, but let's just put it out there, and that is, if you were to give advice to anybody that's up and coming, whether it's HR or somebody that is interested in like the philanthropic side of the nonprofits, or like, what is your bit of advice that you would want to give?
I think no matter what people do in their lives, whether it's, L&D or finance or, I don't know, running podcasts, I think the most important thing we can do as people is to pay attention how you respond to people. Okay. The most, I think, potent advice I ever got was, Sarah, every relationship you have is made up the micro moments you've had with that person. And that got me thinking about, in my position as a leader, if I pass someone in the hallway every day and I'm looking down and I never wave to them and I never speak, their impression of the VP of HR, Sarah, is, man, she doesn't talk to anybody. I don't trust her.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sum of that relationship.
Yeah.
So responding in moments with people is really, really important. And trust is built over time in small moments. Whether you're chasing a title, right? If you're trying to move up, or you're trying to grow and develop this way, or you're running a team every day, you have so many small moments that you can use to build that relationship. And the other piece is, you have to have integrity in everything you do. If you don't, you're dead in the water.
Yeah.
And that means owning it. 4 best words a leader can ever say is, man, I screwed that up. Maybe that's 5. I screwed that up. It's 4. Right? Taking ownership when you mess up. Having integrity. Don't take credit for other people's work. Do the right thing when people aren't watching.
Yeah.
Like, just those 2 things. Be in the small moments with people and have integrity. You can never go wrong. It will never fail you, because what is done in the dark always comes to light. I tell managers that all the time. All the time. I'm like, if they're doing something, it will come out. But you as the leader and the person, you need to have integrity. and work on those small moments with people.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Patrick, I'm sorry. I feel like I interrupted, and you probably had a question or two. I'm going to leave the floor to you if you have any. I will stop and I'll shut my mouth.
No, I think that's great. I definitely aligned with that point as far as the integrity goes. It really reminds me a lot of what I like to practice as the stoicism. So it's just, be able to do the right thing, and I think that was great. It's true. It like you said, what happens when no one's watching, it's do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
So that's great.
It was what happens in the dark will always come to light. Is that correct?
Yeah.
100%.
I have got to steal that. I mean, give you credit for it. Totally.
I'm pretty sure it was Jesus that said that, so don't give me too much credit. What's done in the dark always comes to light. Always.
Well, Steve, you can borrow that. I'm gonna borrow the not human and not resourceful. So I might just use it in my next training just to lighten the mood a little bit.
Is that just not the most savage of burns? Like, it's like a double whammy.
Yes.
Oh,
I haven't heard it put particularly that way before.
Yeah. It's just brutal. Well,
that's good stuff.
Patrick and Sarah.
Yes.
Do you know who should have led with heart rather than their hands and thrust us so powerfully off to the side all those years ago?
Sarah, it's a little thing we call the spinnerooski.
The spinnerooski! For all of you out in listener land, if you are unaware, each episode we spin the spinnerooski, which we claim is a very, very wooden wheel. But it is a wheel of names that might belong to a woman who so generously shoved Mr. Patrick and I into the Ugly Club all those years ago. And the goal is hopefully we'll land on her name so we can thank her properly. So with that, Mr. Patrick, were you able to finagle the wheel so it's nice and set so we can give it a good, nice Price is Right spin?
We polished it up over the last week, so it's ready to get some good movement on it.
Yes, good. Okay.
Some varnish on this wooden wheel.
All right, Patrick and Sarah, you have to say it. You have to say it with me. We're going to say, "Spin that rooski." Okay. So on the count of three, we'll do it. 1, 2, 3. Spin that rooski.
All right, we're going around.
Ooh, whoa. I'm
now Sarah's just gonna have to trust that I do have a spinner on my screen. Maybe someday I'll be able to share this. No,
not on your screen. I'm surprised they let you have that giant wheel in your apartment. Like, that's crazy. Your neighbors downstairs must love you, by the way.
It's pretty annoying, I will say.
I need this on my show.
You can borrow it.
You know,
we landed on Leah.
Leah?
Yeah.
Oh
Leah.
My goodness, Leah. Wow.
Leah?
Leah is potentially the name of the woman that shoved Mr. Patrick and I into the Ugly Club all those years ago. Well, at least it's possible. Anyway, the idea is that eventually we're going to land on her name for one of these episodes, and we're going to thank this person without really realizing we thanked her. Patrick and I love to think about the fact that this woman has lived rent-free in our heads for over 20 years. Over 20 years. So, Leah, you're a delight. Thank you. Thank you for living rent-free in our heads. Thank you for going to Boomers in Pewaukee, Wisconsin on that fateful summer evening. And thank you for choosing the basement rave scene
upstairs
club.
Country bar.
Yeah, I mean you had a big choice there. It was either watch NASCAR and listen to country music, which is fine, or you decided of all things you went down to like the DJ club thing, which really wasn't much. But thank you for doing that. You're a delight.
say, guys, this whole ugly club that these women shoved you in
Mm-hmm.
is really not true.
Whoa!
Oh.
You take that back. You take it back.
I mean,
All right.
Well-
I've seen some people, and you guys are not ugly.
What we
I
failed
would
to
say
mention
you're
is that
handsome
these
guys.
the masks that we're wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
Generally,
That
they're
makes
like
sense
the
then.
real-
Okay, carry
the
on.
real
carry on.
nice form-fitting ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and-
It's
okay.
a mess underneath this. I mean, it's just a mess.
You know, and Leah, if you know, I understand that the Silver Fox Joe, our friend, who you went and talked to,
I know.
you know. But if you did happen to see who broke into my car at Boomers and stole my CD deck, but left all the CDs on the seat,
Who does that, by the way? I heard that. I'm like, what?
someone that was just so gobsmacked by my amazing taste in music. Like, I can't take this. This poor guy's got great taste. I need the CD deck though.
Like I already have that copy of Rusted Root. I'm good. Like, don't worry about me.
It was probably Rusted Root at that point. You know, maybe a little Howie Day, Dave Matthews.
Oh, I mean, why wouldn't it be? But of course. Oh, Sarah, you were too nice, though. Oh my gosh, you are too pure of heart for this episode.
Oh no, I am definitely not. I am in HR, so that pure of heart thing doesn't exist. But I call it like I see it, guys. I call it like I see it.
Oh, that's
You're
appreciated.
too good to us. All right,
Steve. Do you want to do some shout outs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
I'll start.
Yes.
Let's do it. Okay. I would like to shout out all of our new listeners that are in a multitude of countries. I'm at quite a loss, actually. Just a few weeks ago, Steve and I were talking about it on the podcast, maybe a month ago, that we had been heard in like 10 countries, and that was like super exciting for us. Like outside of the United States. What? Great. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Steve texted me last week and he's like, have you looked at the stats recently? And he's like, we're showing up in other countries. And I took it as other countries, like, cool, maybe we're at 11 now. That's awesome. 39.
Yeah.
I think
the
there was either a glitch in the Matrix, or either we're kind of neat to listen to or fun to make fun of. But either way, this is great.
Yeah, it's either we are it's our delightful personalities, or VPNs.
Yes.
We can't rule out the VPN, but it is seriously crazy sometimes to see something like, wow, that's fascinating. So
although
all of you new listeners,
we did have, sorry to interrupt, Steve, we did have some South America listen. So, you know, I'm sure Sarah was passing around the podcast on their travels.
Yeah,
every
day. I'm in 24 countries, you know?
Oh my
gosh. That one person in Japan really loves me.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have the same person that listens to our podcast. Actually.
Yes.
Of course you do.
Yep. We've had, let's see what's here. Japan is a regular. Thailand. Oh, there's Singapore. Singapore is another.
I have Singapore.
Oh man,
4. I got 4 in Singapore, guys.
See, there you go. Oh my
amazing.
Gosh. I have a feeling that we might be running in the same circles internationally. Yeah. We don't even realize. Well, my shout out is, I think it's going to be pretty obvious, but my shout out is to you, Sarah, for joining us today. No, sincerely. And,
absolutely.
We talked about it earlier, about how you and I even met. And I like telling people that because something we've talked about on the show, at least 2-3 handful times, something like that, is this idea of the importance of being authentic and being genuine and what that means to connecting with other people. You had no reason whatsoever to follow up with me when we were just doing our little chats on the executive forum, but you did. And you shot me a message like, oh, I'm listening to this episode. It's funny. Like, you didn't have to do those things, but I think it really resonated with me. And I think it's when people say that we're networking, it gets that kind of like, oh, like I have to like always be on. No, this was networking. This was just us just bantering like, oh, you have a podcast? I'll listen to it. Like, and then sure enough, you were so kind to even join us today for this. So thank you. You are my shout out of the week. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate being here. You're both my shout out for the week.
Whoa. You have to give a shout out, but you did anyway. See, above and beyond every time.
Well, Sarah, you definitely...
I don't like heights. Please don't put me on a pedestal. I don't like heights.
She got jokes, too.
You're going to come off of this episode and you're going to walk over by your husband and he's going to be like, wow, they really talked you up. You're like, whoa, like my head it's big now. Like,
What?
Really done it.
You know? I'm in 24 countries.
Yes. Do you ever throw that one at him? Do you know who you're talking to? No, I don't either because my wife doesn't listen. And I actually played her a little snippet.
I think he did before. I don't know if he does now, but
it's okay.
He's always like, good for you.
As my wife says, I get to listen to you.
He puts on his phone finger, number one fan.
Yeah.
My wife's comment is, I listen to you every day. I don't need to listen to you on the radio too. I'm like, you know, that's a valid point. It's a valid point. Fair enough. But that's awesome. Well, what do you think, Patrick? Is it that time?
I think it is. Yeah. Oh.
Well, folks, that's it for this episode. Sarah, we're going to put all of your information so people can connect with you. They can look into Give Kids the World and anything else that you feel like you want to share with everybody. Folks, I can't recommend it enough. Go check out her podcast, Heart Leadership. It is also a Buzzsprout podcast, so it's nice and easy to find. We'll make sure we link to that in the show notes as well. But that's it for this episode, gang. And before we fully adjourn, Sarah, since you're an avid listener, you know the way that we exit out our episodes is to sing Ugly Out. But we never sing it on, like, it has to be just sporadic
randomness,
non-singing. Sometimes it's Beach Boy-y, sometimes it's techno, like, you know, whatever just happens to pop in your skull. So with that, everybody, we'll see you next time. Ugly, you gotta sing it with me. Come on,
ugly. I was thinking like
ugly.
Aruba, ugly.
Oh, ugly.
Ugly. Yes, it's going.
Kokomo.
He's all Kokomo.